Happy Tuesday and welcome to this week's studio vlog. I just wanted to say again a huge thank you to everybody that's subscribing and watching these videos. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. It's really exciting to me. I'm really new to this. I filmed a little bit yesterday at the stables, so that's probably what the introduction is. That's where you can usually find me on a Monday. I volunteer at a therapeutic riding centre, which is really rewarding and brilliant. So yesterday, as I said, I was at my riding and then I rushed home and tuned into the Cozy Catch-Up hosted by Emily Harvey for her Patreons, and it was really good. We were talking all about like product launches off the back of her Magical Things Can Happen launch, which I'm really excited to get my stuff. Living in the States, I'm a bit like, when will it ever arrive? So I keep like going down to the post box fully knowing that it's going to be a while yet. But anyway, so we were talking about product launches and how to do that in the most effective way. And I've definitely been doing it the wrong way. I've been sort of slinging stuff up on my Etsy, up on my Instagram whenever I have an idea. So I kind of scared myself a little bit last week and I've put myself in a bit of a rut because I was worrying that I wasn't creating anything that could be grouped together as a collection. So I sat down, had a proper think. I'm doing an autumn themed collection of cards, and we'll see where we go from there. So I'm thinking like hedgehogs, I'm thinking squirrels, I'm thinking cute little critters, I'm thinking my florally leaf patterns can come in there, I'm thinking that my folk art stuff that I'm really enjoying can come into that. I'm thinking kind of warm and cozy colour palette and making some really snug things. I mean, I'm saying like snug, it's still ridiculously hot. And I think it will be until like October. Summer is not my time to shine as somebody that is very prone to sunburn. I feel like autumn's the sweet spot. So I'm hoping that an autumn collection will also be good. Well, it's up to me whether it's good or not because I have to make it. But yeah, thank you very much for joining me again. And I will do some filming and I will catch up with you later. It is Wednesday today. I'm going to be working on some bits for my new autumn collection. I started with a really cute illustration of a hedgehog yesterday. I like it, I think he's really sweet, so I kind of am thinking about making him into a little character and seeing if I can do some different things with him, like invent some more characters. I would love to know in the comments below if there's anything that as soon as you think of autumn you think of, and if there's anything that you would like to see illustrated in my style to do with that. I'm thinking anything and everything. All suggestions would be very welcome. And I'm gonna have a look at some of my books and do some sort of Pinterest research into other animals and stuff that I could think of, like squirrels and foxes and things like that. So last night I was kind of playing around with a fox and a squirrel, done some pumpkins, ovs. And then this is like a lantern plant. The image that I saw, these bits were really like bright orange and bright yellow. I think I'd like to try and incorporate those in somewhere. I've also got some autumny coloured watercolours of flowery things. So it's starting to to build up into something. And I'm really hoping that I can take you along for the journey on this one and we can see how it goes. Okay, cool. Hello. So I've just been working on, I've been working on, well, I started on my iPad actually, trying to put some of the drawings that I did yesterday of the pumpkins onto it, but I'll show you. I like this. Actually, looking at it again, I don't hate them as much as I did originally. I just felt like I felt like something was missing, and they look too sharp, which is a weird thing to say because usually I'm like a perfectionist kind of person, but I think when you hand draw something, you add a bit more movement into it, and they just felt a little bit flat. So I have a scan of some of the gouache flowers leaves that I made, and I decided to try and put my pumpkins on the top of them. Because these colours are a bit more muted, I actually quite like it. It needs, like, the pumpkins needs like lifting out of the drawing a bit more. I don't know whether they need like a darker pen or maybe some sparkle would be quite fun. Something gold to jazz them up. I know obviously like I won't be able to print the gold, that would be something that I would add on by hand at the end, but you know those markers that you can get that are like sparkly ink? I might try and get some of those. I wonder, do gel pens work? If anybody knows, could you let me know in the comments if you know what I'm talking about, because I've got a gold Sharpie, but it just kind of comes out grey. It's not like, maybe it's because it's running out, but it's not like sparkly. It's actually just a little bit sad. So maybe that would be quite fun to add on to that, to bring them out a bit. This is going to be a bit of a trial and error experiment of thinking of different products that can come to my collection. I know a lot of YouTube videos seem to have it all together, and I have it together somewhat, but I'm going to give myself plenty of time with this. So I want to bring you along with me, and we can see where it goes together. Okay, I'm gonna see how this all looks and keep playing. Cool. super stormy yesterday evening. So I had my candles on, I had my fairy lights on. It was so cozy in here, it was lovely. And you'll have just seen on the previous clip, I was illustrating my hedgehogs. I think they're gonna be called, the character is gonna be called Hedgie. Original, I know, but I mean, if you have any suggestions for different names for a hedgehog, I would love to hear them. I'm really pleased with how they've turned out. I think they're really cute. I'm really excited to see how I can design them into some cards. I think they'll make some really sweet ones. In case you haven't watched my first video, I just thought I'd mention that my main product at the moment is greetings cards. And they're all made with 100% recycled paper, and they're also made to be reusable. So I'll get an example. So here's a previous design that I've done. So this design is available on my Etsy shop. It's a whale shark, and the caption says, "Just keep swimming." When I get the order, I print them out myself on my really nice textured paper. I'll try and hold it up so you can see. There you go. It's really nice thick textured paper, and then I get a smoother piece of paper and I make 2 little cuts in the corners of the card. I slot the paper in to those cuts. It's easier when you're putting it upside down. There we go. And then you can write your message, send it on to somebody, and they can take out your message, keep it, and put another bit of paper in. I always include an extra piece in the envelope so that the person receiving the card gets one to try and encourage the sharing. And then on the back, it's got some houseplants that you can colour in every time you send your card on. I think it's just such a cool idea to be able to treasure something and be able to then share it with someone new. I really love cards and getting cards, and so the idea of chucking them out after they're done, especially when there's been like thought and care put into their design, it's not good enough to create that waste, especially with something that's loved. So I wanted to make my cards be able to be treasured and then sent on to somebody else so that they could treasure them too. So that's the idea behind them. So yeah, my autumn range is definitely going to focus around greetings cards. I'll also make some art prints in there as well, and then we'll see how it goes. If you've got any other suggestions of products that you would like to see that are sustainable or reusable, that you would like to see in the collection, I'd love to hear. Let me know. And I'm now gonna spend the afternoon editing this video and get it up and ready for Friday. So this is goodbye for now, and I'll see you next week. Okay, thanks, bye.